Let me ask you something that might sting a little. How much is your freedom worth per hour? Because right now, you're selling it. Every Monday morning when that alarm goes off and you drag yourself out of bed to make someone else rich, you're trading your freedom for a paycheck. And here's the brutal truth, it's probably not even a good paycheck. I know that feeling. That Sunday night dread. That pit in your stomach when you realize the weekend's over and you've got 5 more days of meetings, pointless emails, and pretending to care about things that don't matter to you. You're exhausted, but you can't sleep because you're already anxious about tomorrow. And the worst part? You're probably thinking, this is just how it is. This is what being an adult means. No, it's not. Here's a statistic that should make you angry. The average person will spend 90,000 hours of their life at work. That's more than 10 years of your life, nonstop, 24/7, spent in cubicles, on Zoom calls, answering to bosses who don't respect you, and doing work that doesn't fulfill you. And at the end of those 10 years, most people still can't afford to retire. You want to know what's really happening? You've been sold a lie. Society told you to go to school, get good grades, land a stable job, work for 40 years, and then, maybe, you can enjoy life when you're 65. If you're still healthy. If you haven't burned out. If the company doesn't lay you off at 55. That's not a plan. That's a trap. And I'm going to show you exactly how to escape it. My name doesn't matter. What matters is what I've learned over the last 15 years helping hundreds of people break free from the 9-to-5 grind. I've seen single mothers build 5-cent-a-month side income streams while working full-time. I've watched corporate burnouts replace their 6-figure salaries with automated businesses they run from coffee shops. I've seen 25-year-olds build more wealth in 3 years than their parents did in 30. And here's what they all have in common. They stopped trading hours for dollars. They built systems that made money while they slept. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say this is easy. I'm not going to promise you'll be a millionaire in 6 months, or that you can get rich by working 4 hours a week. Those are scams, and you're too smart for that. But I am going to show you something real, something practical, something you can start building this week, even if you're working 50 hours and raising kids and barely have time to breathe. I'm going to show you how to build 3 to 5 simple income streams that work without you, while you keep your job, maintain your income, and avoid the terrifying leap into full-time entrepreneurship that keeps most people stuck. Because here's what most people don't understand. You don't need to quit your job to escape the trap. You need to build the escape route first. You need income coming in from places other than your employer. You need to break the equation that says your time equals your money. In this book, you're going to discover exactly how to do that. You'll learn why your salary is actually the most dangerous form of income and what wealthy people do instead. You'll discover the 5 income streams that actually work for normal people with normal schedules and normal starting capital. You'll get the exact blueprint for building your first automated income stream in the next 90 days. And most importantly, you'll understand why staying in your current situation, working harder, asking for raises, hoping for promotions, is the real risk. By the time you finish this book, you'll see money completely differently. You'll stop measuring wealth in salary and start measuring it in freedom. You'll stop trading time for money and start building systems that pay you repeatedly for work you do once. And here's the beautiful part. Once you have even one stream of income that doesn't require your time, everything changes. That $500 a month that shows up whether you work or not, that's not just money. That's proof. Proof that you can do this. Proof that the system works. Proof that you don't have to spend your entire life in that office. 6 months from now, you could be in a completely different position. Not quit your job rich, but something better. Optionally employed. You could be the person who doesn't panic when there are layoffs. The person who negotiates from a position of strength because you have options. The person who can take a month off without financial devastation. Or you can ignore this, go back to your comfortable misery, and hope things somehow get better on their own. Your choice. But if you're still reading, I know which path you're choosing. So let's get started with the foundation that nobody wants to talk about, the real reason you're stuck in the first place. Chapter 1. The Salary Trap, or Why Your Good Job is Keeping You Poor. You know what nobody tells you about a salary? It's designed to keep you exactly where you are. Think about it. When's the last time your employer sat you down and said, "Hey, we want to help you build wealth so you can eventually leave us and never worry about money again"? Never, because that's the opposite of their goal. Your employer needs you dependent. They need you showing up every day. They need you believing that the only way to increase your income is through them, through raises, through promotions, through their annual performance review process that might get you a 3% bump if you're lucky. And here's the insidious part. They've convinced you that this is success. You went from 45 to 65 in over 5 years, and you think you're winning. You got promoted to senior something, and you feel accomplished. You're making more than your parents did at your age, so you must be doing fine. Meanwhile, your expenses grew right alongside your income. The nicer apartment, the better car, the lifestyle inflation that makes you feel like you're moving forward when you're really just running faster on the same treadmill. Let me tell you about Michael. He's not a real person. He's a composite of about 50 people I've worked with, but his story is going to sound familiar. Michael's 34 years old. He makes $78,000 a year as a marketing manager. That sounds pretty good, right? Middle class, comfortable. He's got a nice apartment, a decent car. He goes out on weekends. From the outside, Michael's doing fine. But here's what Michael's life actually looks like. He wakes up Monday morning and the first thought in his head is, "I don't want to do this." He sits in traffic for 45 minutes, thinking about all the things he'd rather be doing. He spends 8 hours in meetings that could have been emails, working on projects he doesn't care about, making money for people who'll never remember his name. He gets home at 6:30 p.m., exhausted. He's got maybe 3 hours before he needs to go to bed to do it all again. He scrolls through his phone, watches some Netflix, orders takeout because he's too tired to cook. He tells himself he'll work on that side project this weekend. He never does. And financially? Despite making $78,000, Michael has $8,000 in his savings account. He's got $23,000 in student loans, $7,000 in credit card debt. He's putting 6% into his 401k because that's what HR told him to do, and it's got about $45,000 in it. At this pace, Michael will be working until he's 67, and that's if nothing goes wrong. If he doesn't get laid off, if his industry doesn't change, if he doesn't have a health crisis or family emergency that wipes out his savings, Michael is trapped, and the trap is his salary. Because here's what a salary really is. It's a ceiling with a floor. Your employer pays you the minimum amount necessary to keep you from leaving and the maximum amount they're willing to spend on your position. You can work harder, work smarter, work longer, and your pay stays basically the same. You might get a 5% raise if you're exceptional. That's $3,900 more per year. After taxes, that's about $240 a month. Congratulations, you can afford the payment on a slightly nicer car, which keeps you dependent on your salary. This is why salary is the most dangerous form of income. It's not just that it's capped, it's that it creates a psychological trap. You start to believe that the only way to make more money is to work more hours or climb the corporate ladder. You stop thinking about creating value outside your job. You stop thinking about building assets. You stop thinking about freedom. And time keeps passing. Here's the math that should terrify you. Let's say you're 30 years old, making $70,000 a year. In a good scenario, with regular raises and promotions, you might be making $120,000 by the time you're 50. That sounds like success. But over those 20 years, you'll have worked approximately 4,600 hours. You'll have spent 2,400 days in an office. You'll have sat through 10,000 hours of meetings. You'll have responded to 150,000 emails. And at the end of it, if you saved 15% of your income consistently and invested it well, you might have $600,000. That's not retirement money. That's not even close to freedom money. That's, maybe I can retire at 70 if I'm careful money. You traded 2 decades of your life for a number that doesn't even buy you a decade of freedom. This is what I call the salary trap, and it's got 4 walls. Wall 1. Time dependency. Your income only happens when you're working. You get sick? Your income stops growing. You take a vacation? You're spending money, not making it. You're literally trading hours of your life for dollars, and you've only got so many hours. Wall 2. Single point of failure. All your income comes from one source. If that company has layoffs, if your boss doesn't like you, if your industry changes, if the economy tanks, your entire financial life is at risk. You're one bad quarter away from disaster. Wall 3. Linear growth. To make twice as much money, you need to work twice as hard or twice as long. There's no leverage. There's no multiplication. Just straight line trading of time for money with a cap on how much time you have. Wall 4. Control illusion. You think you're in control because you have a steady paycheck, but you're not in control. Your employer controls your income, your schedule, your security, even your identity. You're building their dream, not yours. And here's what makes this trap so effective. It's comfortable. The paycheck keeps coming. The benefits are there. It feels safe. So you stay. Year after year. Until one day you wake up and you're 55 and you realize you spent your entire life making someone else rich while your own dreams died in that cubicle. Now, I'm not saying quit your job tomorrow. That would be stupid. Your salary isn't the enemy. It's just not the solution. Your salary is a tool, not a life sentence. It's the seed money you use to build something that can eventually replace it. But here's what you need to understand right now, before we go any further. As long as your income depends entirely on your time, you will never be free. You can make $200,000 a year and you'll still be trapped if that $200,000 only shows up when you're working. You'll just be trapped in a nicer cage. Freedom doesn't come from a bigger salary. It comes from income that shows up whether you work or not. It comes from building systems that make money while you sleep, while you're with your kids, while you're on vacation, while you're doing literally anything except working. That's what wealthy people understand. They don't trade time for money. They build assets that generate income. They create once and get paid repeatedly. They own things that appreciate while they sleep. And that's exactly what you're going to learn to do. In the next chapter, I'm going to show you the exact framework wealthy people use to build income streams. The same framework that took me from trading time for money to having 5 different sources of income that require less than 10 hours a week to maintain. But before we get there, I need you to do something. I need you to calculate your freedom number. Take your monthly expenses, everything you need to live, not extravagantly, just comfortably, and multiply it by 1.2 to give yourself a buffer. That's your freedom number. That's the amount of money you need coming in every month from sources other than your job to be truly free. For most people, it's somewhere between $3,000 and $6,000 a month. That's it. That's the number that changes everything. Because once you're hitting that number from automated income streams, your job becomes optional. You work because you want to, not because you have to. You negotiate from power. You make choices based on fulfillment, not fear. And here's the beautiful truth that nobody tells you. Building 3 to 5 income streams that generate $3,000 to $6,000 a month is infinitely more achievable than trying to climb the corporate ladder to a $200,000 salary. It just requires thinking differently about money. So ask yourself right now, what's your freedom number? And more importantly, what's it worth to you to hit it? Because staying in the salary trap, that's a choice you're making every single day. And it's costing you more than you realize. Let's talk about what you're going to build instead. Chapter 2. The Income Stacking Blueprint. Why you need multiple streams, not one big one. There's this fantasy people have about escaping their job. They imagine starting a business that explodes overnight, launching a product that goes viral, finding that one perfect side hustle that replaces their entire income in 6 months. It's a seductive story. And it's complete nonsense. You know what actually works? Something way less sexy and way more reliable. Stacking multiple small income streams until they add up to freedom. Let me tell you about the mistake I made when I was first trying to escape my own corporate job. I was 28, making $62,000 as a financial analyst, and I absolutely hated it. So I decided to start a consulting business that would replace my entire salary. I spent 6 months building it. I worked every evening and every weekend. I created packages, built a website, reached out to potential clients. I was all in on this one big solution. And you know what happened? I made $4,200 the entire first year. After expenses, that was maybe $3,000. For 6 months of nights and weekends, I'd made about $500 a month. I felt like a failure. I thought, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I should just accept the corporate life. But then something interesting happened. During that same period, I'd also listed some old textbooks on Amazon. I'd started a small blog that had a few affiliate links. I'd rented out my parking space to a neighbor. These weren't businesses. They were just little things I did on the side without thinking much about them. And when I added them up, the textbook sales brought in $280 that year. The blog made $156. The parking space, $900. These tiny, insignificant streams made me $1,336 with almost no effort. Meanwhile, my serious business that consumed all my energy made $3,000. That's when I understood the game. The wealthy don't have one massive income stream. They have multiple streams, small rivers that flow together into a bigger river. And here's why that changes everything. Reason 1. Risk distribution. When you've got one income stream, your salary, you've got 1 point of failure. Lose that job, and you're at 0. But when you've got 5 income streams, each producing $1,000 a month, you'd need to lose all 5 to be in crisis. If one stream dries up, you're still at 4,000. You've got time to rebuild. I watched this play out during the 2020 pandemic. People with only their salary got devastated. People with multiple streams, they lost 1 or 2, but the others kept flowing. Some actually grew. Reason 2, psychological momentum. Here's something nobody talks about. Building income streams is as much about psychology as it is about money. When you're trying to build one big thing, every setback feels like failure. You're either succeeding or you're not. But when you're building multiple streams, you're always winning somewhere. Maybe your digital product isn't selling yet, but your rental income just went up. Maybe your consulting is slow this month, but your affiliate income hit a new high. You've always got momentum, always got proof that it's working. That psychological difference is massive. It keeps you going during the hard parts. Reason 3, compound leverage. Here's where it gets really interesting. Multiple income streams don't just add up, they multiply each other. Your blog drives traffic to your digital product. Your digital product establishes credibility for your consulting. Your consulting gives you case studies for your course. Your course builds an audience for your next product. Each stream feeds the others. You're not just building separate income sources, you're building an ecosystem that gets stronger over time. Reason 4, faster path to freedom. Let's do some math, which sounds easier. Building one income stream that generates $5,000 a month, or building 5 streams that each generate $1,000. Most people think they're the same. They're not. Building a single $5,000 a month stream usually requires a serious business, real infrastructure, significant time investment, high stakes, and most people fail because the gap between 0 and 5,000 is enormous. But building 5,000 a month streams, that's achievable. A $1,000 a month income stream is within reach of anyone willing to spend 10 hours a week on it. It's small enough to start while working full-time. It's manageable. And here's the beautiful part. Once you build one, you know how to build the others. The second one is easier than the first. The third is easier than the second. I've seen people go from 0 to 3,000 a month in automated income within a year by stacking streams. I've never seen anyone go from 0 to a 3,000 a month business in a year without working insane hours. Let me paint you a picture of what this actually looks like in practice. Sarah's story, the income stacker. Sarah's 32. She works in HR making $68,000. 2 years ago, she started implementing the income stacking blueprint. Stream 1. She created a digital course teaching people how to ace HR interviews. Price, $47. She gets about 25 sales a month. That's $175 monthly. She updates it once a quarter, spends maybe 3 hours a month on it. Stream 2. She started an HR consulting side gig for small businesses that can't afford full-time HR. 3 clients at $500 a month each. That's $1,500 monthly. She works maybe 6 hours a month total. Stream 3. She's an affiliate for several HR software tools she genuinely uses. That brings in $600, $800 monthly, completely passive. Stream 4. She bought a small rental property with an FHA loan. We'll talk about this in Chapter 6. After her mortgage and expenses, it nets her $400 monthly in cash flow. Stream 5. She has a small but growing YouTube channel with ads and sponsorships, currently earning $300, $500 monthly, trending up. Total additional monthly income, $4,075, $4,375. Here's what's wild. Sarah still has her $68,000 job, but that job is now optional. She could quit tomorrow, and her income would drop from $5,167 to $4,075. That's manageable. She's got freedom. And she didn't need to take any massive risks. She didn't quit to start a business. She didn't invest her life savings. She just methodically built one stream at a time while keeping her job. Now contrast that with Jake. Jake's story, the all-in mistake. Jake's 35. 3 years ago, he decided to escape his $75,000 sales job by starting an e-commerce business. He researched products, built a website, invested $15,000 in inventory. He went all in, quit his job, burned the boats. His business made $30,000 the first year. Sounds okay, except his cost of goods and expenses were $28,000. He netted $2,000 for the entire year. He burned through his savings, had to move back in with his parents. Eventually had to get another corporate job just to survive. Now he's back to square one, except he's older and more defeated. Jake's not a failure. Jake just played the wrong game. He tried to build one massive thing when he should have been stacking multiple small things. So here's the blueprint I want you to burn into your brain. The income stacking blueprint. You're going to build 3 to 5 income streams over the next 24 months. Each stream should generate $500 or $2,000 monthly once established. Be relatively automated, requiring less than 10 hours monthly to maintain. Not depend on your physical presence or time. Start while you keep your full-time job. Use skills or assets you already have. Your goal isn't to build one perfect business. It's to stack enough streams that your job becomes optional. The 4 categories of income streams. Every income stream falls into one of these categories. The key is to mix them. Category 1. Knowledge monetization. You sell what you know. Digital courses, consulting, coaching, freelancing in your expertise area. This is usually your highest hourly rate stream, but requires the most active involvement. You want 1, maybe 2 of these. Category 2. Asset income. You buy or create something that produces income. Rental properties, dividend stocks, businesses you own but don't operate, royalties from creative work. These require upfront capital or effort but become very passive. You want at least 1. Category 3. Audience income. You build an audience and monetize it. Affiliate marketing, ad revenue, sponsorships, selling your own products to your audience. Slow to build but incredibly leveraged once established. You want at least 1. Category 4. Micro businesses. Small, automated businesses, Amazon FBA, dropshipping, vending machines, car washes, laundromats. These require some management but are mostly systems-driven. You want 1 or 2 of these. The magic happens when you diversify across categories. 1 stream from knowledge, 1 from assets, 1 from audience, and 1 micro business gives you 4 different engines running simultaneously. The building sequence. Here's the order I recommend. Months 1 to 3. Build stream 1, knowledge monetization. Start with what you know. Can you consult, freelance, create a course? This gives you the fastest path to your first $500, $1,000 monthly because you're selling expertise you already have. Months 4 to 6. Build stream 2, audience foundation. Start building an audience around your knowledge. Blog, YouTube, podcasts, social media. This won't make money yet, but you're planting seeds. Do this while Stream 1 is growing. Months 7 to 12. Build Stream 3, asset or micro business. Once you've got some cash flow from Stream 1, reinvest it. Buy a small rental property, start an automated business, build a product. This is where you start building true passive income. Months 13 to 18, Build Stream 4, audience monetization. By now, your audience has grown. Start monetizing it. Affiliate income, your own products, ad revenue. This is where the leverage really kicks in. Months 1924, build Stream 5, your choice. By this point, you'll know what's working. Double down on what you enjoy and what's profitable. Maybe it's another rental property. Maybe it's expanding your consulting. Maybe it's a new course. You'll have the experience to know. The critical numbers. Here's what you're aiming for after 18-24 months. Stream 1, William 200-month knowledge. Stream 2, 800-month audience. Stream 3, 600-month asset stream. 4, 1,000-month micro-business stream. 5, 400-month bonus. Total, 4,000 month in income that doesn't require you to show up to an office. Is this realistic? Absolutely. I've seen dozens of people hit these numbers. Is it guaranteed? No. Some streams will do better, some worse. But if you build 5 and 3 of them work, you're still at 24 to 3,000 monthly. That's life-changing for most people. The maintenance reality. Once these are established, you're looking at Stream 1, 8 hours month Stream 2, 5 hours month Stream 3, 2 hours month Stream 4, 6 hours month Stream 5, 4 hours month total, 25 hours monthly. That's 6 hours a week, one good Saturday, to maintain 4,000 in monthly income. Compare that to your job, 160 hours a month for maybe 4,600 after taxes. You're getting the same money for 15% of the time. That's leverage. That's freedom. What this actually feels like. Let me tell you what happens when you hit 3,000 or 4,000 in stacked income. You stop checking your bank account with anxiety. You stop worrying about unexpected expenses. You negotiate differently at work because you don't need them anymore. You take that vacation without financial guilt. You help your family without sacrificing your own security. But here's the real transformation. You stop feeling helpless. That feeling you have right now, that trapped, powerless, is this really my whole life feeling, it disappears. Because you've proven to yourself that you can create money outside the system. You're not dependent anymore. You're not stuck. And that changes everything about how you show up in the world. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but where do I actually start? What's Stream 1? What do I do Monday morning? That's exactly what we're covering in the next chapter. I'm going to show you the 5 most reliable, proven income streams that normal people with normal jobs and normal skills can build in the next 90 days. No get-rich-quick schemes, no crypto gambling, no multi-level marketing nonsense, just 5 legitimate, time-tested income streams that actually work. Let's talk about your first stream. Chapter 3. Income Stream, Search 1, the Knowledge Profit Engine. Turn what you already know into 1,000 plus monthly. You're sitting on a gold mine and you don't even know it. Right now in your head, you've got knowledge that people will pay for, skills you take for granted, experience that seems ordinary to you but would save someone else months or years of struggle, and you're giving it away for free. Or worse, you're only using it to make someone else money at your job. Let me tell you something that changed my entire perspective on this. You don't need to be the world's leading expert to sell your knowledge. You just need to know more than the person who's one step behind you. Think about that. If you've been doing your job for 5 years, you know infinitely more than someone who just started. If you've solved a problem in your life, you can teach someone else how to solve it. If you've figured out how to do something, literally anything, better than the average person, that knowledge has value. The Knowledge Profit Engine is the fastest path to your first $500 $1,500 monthly because you're not starting from scratch. You're packaging and selling what's already in your brain. Here's what most people get wrong. They think they need to create some massive comprehensive course or write a book or become a thought leader. That's not how this works. That's the slow, hard way. The fast way? Find people who have a problem you've solved and help them solve it. That's it. David's 23-minute product. David works in supply chain logistics. Not exactly sexy. For years, he assumed nobody would pay to learn what he does because, to him, it was just his job. Basic stuff. Then one day, he's on a Zoom call with a small business owner who's struggling with inventory management. David spent 23 minutes explaining a simple system he uses. The business owner said, "Holy shit, that just saved me thousands of dollars. How much do I owe you?" David said, "Nothing, just helping out." The guy insisted on paying him $200 for those 23 minutes. That's when David realized what's obvious to him is magic to someone else. Within 2 months, David created a simple 2-hour video course teaching small business owners his inventory management system. He priced it at $140. He sold it through a basic landing page and some LinkedIn outreach. In the first 90 days, he made 27 sales. That's $369. By month 6, he was consistently hitting $100, $400 monthly with maybe 5 hours of work, mostly just answering customer questions and doing light marketing. David's course isn't beautiful. It's not professionally produced. He literally recorded it on Zoom using screen share, but it works. It solves a real problem, and people pay for solutions, not production value. The Knowledge Profit Formula. Here's how you build this stream. Step 1. Identify your 1,000 knowledge. You need to find the intersection of 3 things: something you know how to do, something people struggle with, something people will pay to fix. Ask yourself these questions. What do people ask me for help with? What problems have I solved that others still struggle with? What did I wish someone had taught me 5 years ago? What part of my job could I teach to someone in a different industry? What hobby or skill do I have that others want to learn? Write down everything. Don't filter. You're looking for 10 to 15 possibilities. Now, here's the key. Don't pick the thing you're most passionate about. Pick the thing that has the most urgent, expensive problem attached to it. How to organize your closet is a skill. But it's not urgent or expensive. People won't pay much for it. How to pass the PMP certification exam on your first try is urgent and expensive. That certification can mean a $15,000 raise. People will pay $200, $300 for a course that helps them pass. How to meal prep for busy professionals is somewhat urgent. People need to eat, but not expensive enough. Maybe a $27 product. How to negotiate your salary and get a 20% raise is both urgent and expensive. That's a $200+ course. See the difference? You're looking for knowledge that solves a problem people lose sleep over or that costs them real money to ignore. Step 2. Validate before you build. This is where most people waste months. They create an entire course or product, launch it, and crickets. Nobody buys it because they built something nobody wanted. Don't do that. Here's what you do. Before you create anything, you sell it. You create a simple landing page that describes what you're going to teach. Just one page. Use Card or WordPress or Squarespace. Should take you 2 hours max. The page should have a headline that promises to solve their specific problem, 3 to 5 bullet points of what they'll learn. A price, start at $47.97 for digital products. A Buy Now button that goes to a waitlist or pre-order form. Then you drive 20 to 50 people to that page through your network, LinkedIn, Facebook groups, Reddit, wherever your audience hangs out, not thousands of people. Just 20 to 50. If 5 people buy or sign up for the waitlist, you've got validation. If nobody does, you just saved yourself 3 months of building something nobody wants. Pick a different knowledge topic and try again. This validation step is crucial. It ensures you're building something people actually want before you invest serious time. Step 3. Create the minimum viable product. Once you've got validation, once you've got actual money or waitlist signups, now you create the product. And here's the key. You create the minimum version that delivers the result, not a 50-hour masterclass, not a beautifully designed program, the minimum product that solves the problem. For most knowledge products, that's 6 to 10 video lessons, 10-20 minutes each, 1-2 templates or worksheets. A simple PDF guide or checklist total time to create, 20-30 hours spread over 2 to 3 weeks. You can literally record these on Zoom. Share your screen, walk through your process, explain your framework. That's your course. Hosted on Teachable or Gumroad or Kajabi, done. Is it perfect? No. Does it solve the problem? Yes, and that's all that matters. You can make it prettier later. Right now, you're testing the market and generating your first sales. Step 4. Launch to your micro audience. You don't need a huge email list or massive social following to make this work. You need focused access to people who have the problem you solve. Launch strategy for people with no audience. Post in 5 to 10 relevant Facebook groups, Reddit communities, or LinkedIn groups where your target audience hangs out. Don't spam. Provide value in a post, then mention your product in comments or a follow-up. Reach out to 50 people in your network who might know someone who needs this. Hey, I created a training on X. Do you know anyone struggling with this? Run small Facebook or Google ads. 5 or 10 day for 2 weeks. That's $280 total. If you make 3 sales at $97, you're profitable. Ask early customers for testimonials and referrals. If this helped you, would you mind sharing it with 2 people who might benefit? Your goal for the first launch, 10-20 sales. At $97, that's $970, $940 for your 20-30 hours of work. That's $32 to $60 per hour, which probably beats your job already. But here's where it gets good. This is now an asset. You sell it once, and it sits there generating income month after month. Step 5. Build the evergreen system. After your initial launch, you transition from active selling to evergreen passive income. This is where the knowledge profit engine becomes a real income stream instead of a one-time project. You set up automated email funnel. Someone opts in for a free guide or checklist, gets 3 to 5 emails over a week that provide value and pitch your course. Content marketing, 1 blog post or YouTube video per week that targets people searching for solutions to the problem you solve. Each piece links to your opt-in. Retargeting ads, small budget, 3-5 day, showing ads to people who visited your page but didn't buy. Now you're spending 5 to 8 hours a month maintaining this, and it's generating sales automatically. Month 2, 12 sales, $164. Month 3, 15 sales, or month 4, 21 sales, $237. See how this builds? The 3 knowledge profit models. You can package your knowledge in 3 ways. Most people should start with 1 and add the others. Model 1, digital products, $47.97. Courses, templates, guides, toolkits. Create once, sell infinitely. Most passive. Best starting point for most people. Effort to create, 20-40 hours up front. Maintenance, 5 to 10 hours month income potential. 800 3-month Model 2. Group coaching or cohorts, $200 per dollar. You teach live to groups of 10-30 people over 4-8 weeks. Higher price point, more personal, requires ongoing time. Effort to create, 10 hours up front, plus 2 to 3 hours a week during cohort maintenance, 1 cohort every 2-3 months. Income potential, $2,000 $15,000 per cohort. Model 3, one-on-one consulting, $100-500 hour. Direct expertise, highest hourly rate, least passive, good for premium clients or complex problems. Effort, active time only. Maintenance, client management income potential, $2,000 $8,000 month with 5 to 10 hours of actual client work. Most people start with Model 1, digital products, because it's the most leveraged. Once that's generating $1,000 monthly, they might add Model 2 for bigger paydays or Model 3 for premium clients. But here's the truth. If you just want to hit that first or $1,500 monthly to start stacking streams, Model 1 is enough. Real numbers, what to expect. Let's be realistic about what this looks like. Month 1, building and validating. $0 month 2, first launch. $970, $940 month 3, evergreen setup. $400, $800 month 4, system optimizing. $600, $200 month 5, scaling content. $900 to $500 month 6 plus, consistent income $1,000, $2,000. By month 6, you should be at $1,000, $2,000 monthly with 5 to 10 hours of maintenance work. That's your first stream established. The mistakes to avoid. I've seen hundreds of people try this. Here's where they fail. Mistake 1, perfectionism. They spend 6 months creating a beautiful, comprehensive course that nobody buys because they never validated demand. Ship the minimum viable product fast. Mistake 2, teaching what they love instead of what people need. Your passion for Renaissance art history is beautiful, but people aren't losing sleep over it. Find the intersection of your knowledge and their urgent problems. Mistake 3, underpricing. Charging $19 for your course because you're scared nobody will buy. Then they need to sell 100 copies to make $900. Price your knowledge at 47 when then selling based on the value of the problem you solve. Mistake 4. No marketing. They build it and assume people will find it. They won't. You need to actively drive traffic for the first 3 to 6 months until your content marketing kicks in. Mistake 5. Giving up too early. Month 3, they've made $600 total and they quit. It doesn't work. Wrong. You're just in the building phase. Month 6 looks very different from month 3. Your next 7 days. Here's what you're doing this week. Day 1-2, brainstorm. 10-15 knowledge topics you could teach. Focus on problems that cost people money or keep them up at night. Day 3, pick your top 3 topics. For each one, search Facebook groups, Reddit, and forums to see if people are actively discussing this problem. Validate demand. Day 4, choose one topic based on demand. Create a simple landing page describing what you'll teach. Day 5 to 7, share that page with 20 to 50 people. Your network, relevant groups, cold outreach. See if anyone bites. If 5 people express serious interest, meaning they'd pay or join a wait list, you've found your first knowledge product. Next week, you create it. Month 2, you launch it. Month 6, you're at 1,000 plus monthly. That's stream 1. But here's where this gets really powerful. While that's building, you're starting stream 2. Because that's how stacking works. You don't build them in sequence, you overlap them. In the next chapter, I'm going to show you how to build an audience that becomes your most valuable asset, an audience that buys your knowledge products, clicks your affiliate links, and gives you leverage that multiplies everything else you do. This is where it starts getting exponential. Chapter 4. Income Stream, Number 2. The audience asset, build once, monetize forever. Let me tell you about the biggest mistake I see people make with income streams. They build something, they sell it, they make some money, then they have to build something new to make more money. They're constantly hunting for the next customer, the next sale, the next opportunity. They're still trading time for money. They've just changed the business model. Real wealth doesn't work that way. Real wealth comes from assets that appreciate over time. And in the digital age, there's no asset more valuable than an audience. Here's what I mean. When you have 1,000 people who trust you enough to open your emails or watch your videos, you've got an asset worth tens of thousands of dollars. When you have 10,000 people, you're sitting on a gold mine. Because you can monetize an audience in 15 different ways. You build it once and it pays you forever. Let me show you exactly how this works. The compounding power of an audience. When I started building my audience 6 years ago, I had 37 email subscribers, mostly friends and family. My first YouTube video got 14 views, and 7 of those were me checking to see if it was working. I felt ridiculous. I thought, why am I spending time on this when I could be making money? But I kept going. 1 video per week, 1 email per week, just showing up consistently. Year 1, 340 email subscribers, 1,200 YouTube subscribers. Year 2, 1,800 email subscribers, 8,500 YouTube subscribers. Year 3, 5,200 email subscribers, 28,000 YouTube subscribers. Here's what happened to my income during that same period. Year 1, $4,200 from my audience, affiliate income, course sales. Year 2, 31,000 from my audience. Year 3, 127,000 from my audience. Same person, same effort level. The only difference? The size of my audience. That's the compounding effect. Every person you add to your audience increases the value of everything you do. Every piece of content you create serves that audience forever. Every product you launch has a bigger built-in customer base. This is why audience building is the single most important income stream you can start, even though it pays you the least in the beginning. What counts as an audience? Let me be clear about what we're building here. An audience is a group of people who know who you are, trust your expertise or perspective. Voluntarily give you their attention can be reached by you directly. That can look like an email list, still the most valuable, a YouTube channel, a podcast, an Instagram or TikTok following, a LinkedIn network. A blog with consistent readers, a Facebook group you run, a newsletter on Substack or Medium. The platform doesn't matter as much as the relationship. What matters is that you have direct access to people who want to hear from you. The 5 monetization methods. Once you have an audience, even a small one, you can make money 5 different ways. Method 1, affiliate income. You recommend products you genuinely use, include your affiliate link, and earn a commission when people buy. This is the easiest starting point because you don't need to create anything. My friend Elena has 3,000 email subscribers interested in home organization. She recommends organization products she loves on Amazon and a few specialty sites. She makes $700, $900 monthly just from these recommendations. 0 products created, just honest recommendations to people who trust her. Method 2, sponsored content companies pay you to mention their product or service to your audience. Once you have 5,000 plus engaged followers, brands will start reaching out, or you can pitch them first. Marcus has 12,000 YouTube subscribers who watch his videos about budget travel. Hotels, airlines, and travel apps pay him $300, $800 per video mention. He does 2 to 3 sponsorships per month. That's $1,800, $2,400 for work he's already doing. Method 3, your own products. This is where it gets really powerful. When you have an audience, you can launch products with guaranteed customers. No hoping someone finds you. You've got buyers waiting. Remember Sarah from Chapter 2? Her HR course makes $175 a month, but she wouldn't have any sales without her LinkedIn audience of 4,000 people. That audience isn't just nice to have. It's the distribution channel that makes her product profitable. Method 4, ad revenue. If you're creating content on YouTube, podcasts, or blogs, you can earn ad revenue. This is the most passive, but requires the largest audience to be meaningful. You need about 10,000 monthly viewers on YouTube to make $300 to $500 from ads alone. But once you're there, it's completely passive income for content you've already created. Method 5, services and consulting. When you have authority with an audience, people hire you. Speaking gigs, consulting, coaching, all become infinitely easier when you can point to an audience that values your expertise. My consulting rate jumped from $150 to $400 once I could show clients that I had 15,000 people following my financial advice. The audience was social proof of my expertise. Most people use a combination of all 5. Your first $100 comes from affiliate income. Then you add your own products. Then sponsors approach you. Then ad revenue kicks in. Each method layers on top of the others. The 3-stage build. Here's how you build an audience from 0 to income producing. Stage 1. Foundation, months 1-6. Your goal: get to 500 true fans who actively engage with your content. Choose your platform. Pick one to start. I recommend email plus one content platform, YouTube, blog, or LinkedIn. Don't try to be everywhere. Define your niche. You're not building an audience around personal finance or fitness. Too broad. You're building around paying off student loans while raising kids or strength training for busy professionals over 40. The more specific, the faster you grow because you're speaking directly to a specific person's specific problem. Create consistently. This is the hard part. You need to show up weekly, minimum. 1 YouTube video per week, 1 blog post per week, 3 LinkedIn posts per week. Whatever your platform, consistency beats quality in the early days. Your content should follow a simple formula. Identify a sub or specific problem your target audience has. Share your perspective or solution. Give them something actionable. Include a call to action. Subscribe, download your guide, join your email list. Grow your email list. This is critical. Every piece of content should drive people to opt in for something free, a checklist, guide, template, mini course. This gets them on your email list, which you own. Social platforms can shut down. Algorithms can change. Your email list? That's yours forever. Expected results by month 6, 300 800 email subscribers, 1,000 5,000 social followers, $100 $400 monthly income, mostly affiliate. Stage 2, Momentum, months 7-18. Your goal, get to 2,000 engaged subscribers and 1,000 plus monthly income. Now you're not just creating random content, you're building a content ecosystem that feeds itself. Your weekly schedule might look like Monday, write and send email newsletter. Wednesday, publish YouTube video or blog post. Friday, share key insights on LinkedIn or Instagram. Each piece of content points to the others. Your email promotes your video. Your video description has your email opt-in. Your social posts link to your blog. You're creating loops that pull people deeper into your ecosystem. Start monetizing aggressively. By month 9 or 10, you should be, including affiliate links in every relevant piece of content. Launching your first digital product, from Chapter 3 to your list. Reaching out to potential sponsors if your audience is threes deployed. Collaborate with other creators. Find 5 to 10 people building audiences in adjacent niches, not competitors, complementary creators. Do guest posts, podcast swaps, newsletter shoutouts. This accelerates growth significantly. Expected results by month 18, 1,500 threes and email subscribers, 5,000, 15,000 social followers, 800, 500 monthly income. Stage 3, scale, months 19 plus. Your goal, get to 5,000 plus subscribers and 2,000 for 1,000 plus monthly income. At this point, your audience is large enough to support multiple income streams simultaneously. You're not just building anymore, you're optimizing. You should have regular affiliate income, 400, 800 month product sales, 600, 200 month sponsorships or ad revenue, 300, 600 month occasional high-ticket offers, courses, coaching, 500, 500 month your time investment actually decreases because you've built systems, you batch create content, you have templates, you know what works, you're spending 6 to 10 hours per week maintaining something that generates 2,000 for 1,000 monthly. The content engine that never stops. Here's what people don't understand about audience building. Every piece of content you create today works for you forever. That YouTube video you published 18 months ago, still getting views, still driving opt-ins, still generating affiliate income. That blog post from 2 years ago, ranking on Google, bringing in new subscribers every week. That's the magic. You're not trading time for money. You're investing time in assets that appreciate. I've got videos from 4 years ago that still generate $50 or $100 monthly. I've spent 0 time on them since I published them. They're working while I sleep. That's 48 months of income from maybe 6 hours of initial work. That's not hourly income. That's asset building. The real number. Time to money. Let's be honest about the timeline because I don't want to lie to you. Months 1-3. You're making $0.50 a month, maybe some small affiliate commissions. This is painful. You're working hard and seeing almost nothing. Months 4-6. You're at 100, 300 month. You've got a few hundred subscribers. You're selling a few digital products. It's still not impressive. Month 7-12. You're at 500, 900 month. Now it's real money. Not life-changing, but significant. This is where most people wish they'd started 6 months earlier. Months 13-18, you're at 1,800 month. This is the tipping point. Your audience is big enough that everything you launch gets real traction. Months 19-24, you're at 500, 3,000 month. You've got multiple income streams all feeding off the same audience. Year 3 plus, sky's the limit. I know people pulling 5,000, 15,000 monthly from audiences of 10,000, 30,000 people. But here's the key insight. You have to start before you see results. Marcus's regret story. Marcus is 38 now. 3 years ago, he was thinking about starting a YouTube channel about personal finance. He actually filmed 3 videos. Then he got scared. Nobody was watching. He felt stupid talking to a camera. He quit. 2 years later, he met someone at a conference who had started a similar channel around the same time. That guy now had 25,000 subscribers and was making 4,000 a month. Marcus told me, if I just kept going for 2 years, that could be me. Instead, I'm starting from 0 again. The time is going to pass anyway. You can start building your audience today, or you can be in the same place 2 years from now wishing you'd started. Your implementation plan. Here's what you're doing in the next 30 days. Week 1. Choose your platform. I recommend YouTube or LinkedIn for beginners. Define your specific niche, not health, but meal prep for bodybuilders or keto for busy moms. Create your opt-in, free guide, checklist, or template. Set up your email list, MailChimp, ConvertKit, or similar. Week 2. Create your first 3 pieces of content, batch them. Publish your first piece, share it everywhere you have existing connections. Set up affiliate accounts for products you genuinely use, Amazon relevant tools. Week 3. Publish second piece of content. Start engaging in communities where your target audience hangs out. Send your first email to any subscribers you have, even if it's just 10 people. Week 4. Publish third piece of content. Reach out to 5 creators in adjacent niches about potential collaboration. Create your content calendar for next month. Commit to your publishing schedule. By day 30, you've got a defined niche. An email list set up, 3 pieces of content published, an affiliate system ready to generate income. A sustainable schedule established. You probably have 20 to 50 subscribers. You've made maybe $0 or 20. It feels like nothing. But you've planted a tree. And 3 years from now, you'll be sitting in the shade of that tree watching income roll in while other people are still thinking about starting. The compound effect. Let me show you the math that should get you excited. If you get just 10 new email subscribers per week, that's 520 per year. In year 1, you end with 520 subscribers. In year 2, if you maintain the same pace, you have 1,040. In year 3, 1,560. But here's what actually happens. As your audience grows, growth accelerates. By year 2, you're not getting 10 per week. You're getting 20 because you have more content working for you. By year 3, you're getting 40 per week. So the real trajectory looks more like year 1, 520 subscribers. Year 2, 1,560 subscribers, tripled. Year 3, 3,640 subscribers, more than doubled again. And income scales with audience size, but faster. With 500 subscribers, you might make $300 a month. With 500 subscribers, you're making about $200 a month, not 3x, but 4x. With 3,500 subscribers, you're making $3,500, $4,500 a month, not 2x, but 4x. Because as your audience grows, you get better at monetization. You understand what they want. You have more products. You have sponsor relationships. Everything multiplies. The non-negotiable truth building an audience is not optional if you want real financial freedom. It's not a nice to have. It's the foundation of every other income stream you'll build. Your knowledge products need distribution. That's your audience. Your affiliate income needs trust that comes from your audience. Your consulting needs credibility, proven by your audience. Your future opportunities come from the network effect of your audience. Every successful person building multiple income streams has some form of audience. They might call it a network, a following, a community, or a list, but it's all the same thing. It's people who know, like, and trust them. Start building yours today, not tomorrow. Today. Because here's the truth. In 6 months, you'll wish you started today. In 2 years, you'll either be grateful you started or regretful you didn't. Your move. Next chapter, we're talking about something that makes most people uncomfortable: leveraging money to make money. We're diving into asset-based income, the stream that eventually becomes your most passive and your most powerful. Let's talk about making your money work as hard as you do. Chapter 5. Income stream. Number 3. The asset amplifier. Making money while you sleep. Here's a question that's going to piss you off. How many hours did your money work for you last month? You worked, 160 hours? Maybe more if you're grinding. But your money? It probably sat in a bank account earning 0.5% interest. Maybe you've got some retirement account you don't really understand, slowly growing at 7% annually. Meanwhile, wealthy people's money works 24/7. Their money makes money while they sleep, while they vacation, while they binge Netflix. They've figured out the secret that keeps everyone else stuck. Real wealth isn't built by working, it's built by owning. And no, I'm not talking about getting lucky with crypto or day trading your way to millions. I'm talking about boring, proven, reliable assets that generate income month after month without requiring your time. This is the income stream that changes everything. Because once your assets are generating $2,000, $3,000 monthly, you're not just building wealth, you're building freedom. Let me show you exactly how this works. The 3 asset classes that actually work. Forget the complex stuff. Forget trying to time the stock market or find the next Amazon. We're focusing on 3 proven asset classes that generate reliable cash flow. Asset Class 1, income-producing real estate asset class. 2, dividend-generating investments asset class. 3, automated business systems. Each one has different capital requirements, different time commitments, and different income potential. Most people should own all 3 eventually, but you're going to start with the one that matches your current situation. Asset Class 1, real estate, the wealth builder. I know what you're thinking. I can't afford real estate. I don't have $50,000 for a down payment. This doesn't apply to me. Stop right there. Jennifer's first property. Jennifer was 29, making $54,000 as a teacher. She had $8,000 in savings. In her mind, real estate was for rich people. Then she learned about house hacking with an FHA loan. She bought a 3-bedroom house for $215,000 and with just 3.5% down, $7,525. She lived in 1 bedroom and rented out the other 2 for $700 each. Her mortgage payment, including insurance and taxes, was $350. Monthly math, rental income, $1,400 mortgage payment, $1,450. Her actual housing cost, $50. She went from paying $950 month in rent to paying $50 month to own an appreciating asset. 3 years later, that house was worth $265,000. She'd built $50,000 in equity, property value minus what she owed. She refinanced, pulled out $30,000 and used that to buy a small duplex. Now she owns 2 properties. The duplex generates $600 a month in cash flow after all expenses. She's still living in that first house with roommates, so her personal housing cost is still just $50 a month. Total monthly benefit, $900. She's not paying $950 rent. Loyalty, $600 duplex cash flow. A $500 monthly impact from real estate, and she started with $8,000. The real estate framework for beginners. If you've got $5,000, $15,000 saved, here's your path. Option 1, house hacking, the lowest risk entry. Buy a 2-4 unit property or house with extra bedrooms, live in 1 unit chalk room, rent out the others, use FHA or conventional loan, 3.5%, 5%. Down. Your renters pay your mortgage. You live nearly rent-free while building equity. Capital needed. $5,000 to $20,000 time investment, 10 hours month managing property, income potential, $300, $800 a month cash flow. Please, free housing. Best for people comfortable living with roommates, renters. Option 2, small rental property. Buy a condo, townhouse, or small single-family home. Rent it out entirely. Aim for properties where rent covers mortgage plus expenses. $200, $400 profit capital needed, $15,000, $40,000 time investment, 3-5 hours month, or hire property manager for start 10% of rent. Income potential, $200, $600 month per property. Best for people who want fully passive real estate. Option 3, real estate investment trusts, REITs. Buy shares in companies that own income-producing real estate. Receive dividends quarterly, completely liquid, can sell anytime like stocks. 0 property management capital needed, $1,000, $10,000 to start time investment, 1 hour month income potential, 4-8% annual returns via dividends. Best for people who want real estate exposure without the management. Most people should start with option 1 or 3. If you've got less than $10,000, start with REITs to build capital. If you've got $10,000 down, seriously consider house hacking. The 20-year reality. Here's what one rental property bought at age 30 looks like by age 50. You buy a $200,000 property with $15,000 down, including closing costs. Your mortgage payment is $200, rent is $600 after expenses, insurance, tax, maintenance. You cash flow $200 month. Year 1, $2,400 cash flow. Year 5, property worth $240,000, cash flow up to $350 month due to rent increases. Year 10, property worth $290,000 cash flow the 500 month, you owe $130,000 on mortgage. Year 15, property worth $350,000 cash flow 700 month, you owe $90,000. Year 20, property worth $425,000 mortgage paid off, cash flow 1 to 400 month, you invested $15,000 once. 20 years later, you own a $425,000 asset that generates $400 monthly. That's $16,800 per year. That's a 112% annual return on your initial $15,000, and that's from one property. Now imagine you buy one property every 3 to 4 years. By age 50, you've got 5 properties all generating $1,500 monthly each. That's $5,750 monthly in real estate income alone. That's retirement. That's freedom. That's wealth. Asset Class 2, dividend investing, the passive paycheck. If real estate feels too complex or you don't have $10,000 saved yet, dividend investing is your starting point. Here's the concept. Some companies pay shareholders cash every quarter just for owning their stock. These are typically stable, profitable companies that generate more cash than they need to operate. You buy the stock, hold it, and receive dividend payments. You don't need to sell anything. You don't need to time the market. You just collect payments. The dividend snowball Miguel started with $3,000. He opened a brokerage account and bought dividend-paying stocks and ETFs, baskets of stocks. His average dividend yield was 4.5%. Year 1, $3,000 invested, earning $135 in dividends. He reinvested those dividends to buy more shares. He kept adding $300 a month from his paycheck. Nothing crazy, just automated investing. Year 2, $6,730 invested, earning $303 in dividends. Year 3, $1,038 is invested, earning $490 in dividends. Year 5, $21,4 invested, earning $900 in dividends. Year 7, $33,45 invested, earning $110 in dividends. By year 7, Miguel's hitting 1 in 10 annually in dividends, $125 a month. That's not massive, but remember, this is completely passive. He's doing literally nothing except watching deposits hit his account every quarter. And here's the beautiful part, that $33,47 is also growing in value. Over time, those stocks appreciate, so he's getting dividend income plus capital appreciation. By year 10, he's at $51,000 invested, earning $2,295 annually, $191 a month, and his portfolio is worth closer to $65,000 due to stock appreciation. He started with $3,300 a month. A decade later, he's got $65,000 in assets generating $29 in annual passive income that'll keep growing. The simple dividend strategy. You don't need to pick individual stocks. You don't need to be a financial genius. Here's the simple approach. Step 1. Open a brokerage account. Fidelity, Vanguard, Charles Schwab. Doesn't matter. Step 2. Invest in dividend-focused ETFs. These are pre-built portfolios of dividend-paying companies. Examples: VYM, Vanguard High Dividend Yield; SCHD, Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity; VIG, Vanguard Dividend Appreciation. Step 3. Set up automatic monthly investments. Start with whatever you can, $100, $200, $500 a month. Step 4. Reinvest all dividends automatically. There's a button for this in your account. Step 5. Don't look at it obsessively. Let it grow for years. Target income. With $25,000 invested at 4% yield, you're making $1,000 annually. Get to $75,000 invested, and you're at $3,000 annually. It's not fast, but it's reliable. And once that money is invested, it works forever. Asset Class 3. Automated business systems. The hidden gem. This is the one most people overlook. You can own small businesses that generate cash flow without requiring you to work in them. I'm not talking about starting a restaurant or opening a retail store. I'm talking about micro businesses that run on systems and other people's labor. Examples of automated business systems: vending machines. Buy 3-5 machines. Place them in good locations. Restock weekly. Investment: $3,000, $8,000 per machine. Income: $200, $400 month per machine after costs. Time: 4-6 hours month. Laundromats. Buy an existing profitable laundromat or partner with someone who operates it. Investment: $50,000, $150,000 can get loans. Income: 2,000, 5,000 month. Time, 5-10 hours month or higher manager. Car washes, similar to laundromats, mostly automated with occasional maintenance. Investment, 100,000 plus. Loan friendly. Income, 3s and 8,000 month. Time, 5-10 hours month or higher staff. ATM machines. Place ATMs in high traffic locations. Earn per transaction fees. Investment, 2,000, 4,000 per machine. Income, 150, 400 month per machine. Time, 2 to 3 hours month. Amazon FBA. Create a private label product, send inventory to Amazon. They handle storage and shipping. Investment, 3,000, 10,000 to start. Income, 500, 2,000 month once established. Time, 10, 15 hours month. Website businesses. Buy an existing profitable website, like a blog or e-commerce site. Maintain it minimally. Investment, $10,000, $50,000. Income, 500, 3,000 month. Time, 5-10 hours month. These aren't sexy. They're not going to make you Instagram famous, but they generate reliable cash flow with minimal ongoing time investment. Tony's vending machine empire. Tony works full-time in IT, making $72,000. 3 years ago, he bought 3 vending machines for $12,000 total. He negotiated to place them in a busy office building and a gym. Monthly revenue, $1,800 cost of goods sold, candy, drinks, snacks. $650 location fees, $200 his time, 4 hours restocking, $100 if he valued his time at 25 each. Net monthly profit, $850. That's a 7% monthly return on his initial investment. That's 84% annually. He reinvested profits to buy 5 more machines. Now he's at 8 machines generating $2,400 a month in profit. He works maybe 8-10 hours per month restocking. That's his third income stream, generating real cash without consuming his life. The Asset Amplifier Strategy. Here's how you build this stream. Phase 1, months 1-6, research and prepare. Decide which asset class fits your capital and comfort level. Save aggressively to hit your investment threshold. Research specific opportunities. Learn the fundamentals. Read books, take courses, talk to people who own these assets. Phase 2, months 7 and 12. Make your first investment. Buy your first rental property or invest your first 5 as 10,000 in dividend stocks or purchase your first automated business system. Focus on learning and optimizing this first asset. Phase 3, months 13 to 24. Scale and diversify. Add to your dividend portfolio monthly or buy your second property or add more vending machines by ATM systems. Reinvest income from assets back into more assets. Phase 4, months 25-36. Compound growth. Your assets are now generating $500 month. You're reinvesting most of that income into acquiring more assets. The snowball is rolling. You can see the path to 3 out of 5,000 month clearly now. This stream takes the longest to build, but it's also the most powerful long-term, because assets appreciate while also generating income. You're getting paid twice. The psychological shift. Once you own even one cash-flowing asset, something changes in your brain. You stop seeing money as something you trade your time for. You start seeing it as something that can work independently of your labor. That shift is everything, because suddenly you're not just trying to make more money at your job, you're strategically deploying capital to build income-generating assets. You go from being a laborer to being an investor. And investors build wealth way faster than laborers. Your next 30 days. Pick one asset class to focus on. Just one. Don't try to do all 3 at once. If you have less than $5,000 saved, start building your dividend portfolio. Open a brokerage account today. Invest $500, $1,000 immediately. Set up automatic $200, $500 month investments. If you have $5,000, $15,000 saved, start researching real estate seriously. Talk to a mortgage broker, look at properties in your area, run the numbers on potential house hacking opportunities or small rentals. If you have 10 out of 20,000 and want something hands-off, research automated business systems. Look into vending machines, ATMs, or buying an existing online business. Make one move this month, not next month, this month. Because here's the truth. Every month you wait is a month of cash flow you're losing. If you could be making $400 a month from a rental property or vending machines and you delay 6 months thinking about it, you just lost $2,400. Stop thinking. Start building. Next chapter, we're going to talk about the income stream most people miss entirely, the one hiding in the background of everything you already do online. It's the easiest stream to start and requires almost zero capital. Let's unlock affiliate income. Chapter 6. Income Stream. Number 4. The Affiliate Advantage. Get paid to recommend what you already love. What if I told you that you're already doing unpaid marketing work every single day? Think about it. How many times this month did you recommend a product to a friend, tell someone about a great app you found, post about a restaurant you loved, share a link to something cool on social media? You're creating value for these companies, driving awareness, generating interest, influencing purchases, and you're doing it for free. Meanwhile, those companies have affiliate programs that pay people hundreds or thousands of dollars for doing exactly what you're already doing. That ends today. Affiliate marketing is the most accessible income stream you can build. You don't need to create a product. You don't need inventory. You don't need customer service. You don't need capital. You just need to recommend things you genuinely believe in and include a special link that tracks when people buy. That's it. That's the entire business model, and done right, it can generate $500 $2,000 monthly with maybe 5 hours of work per month. Let me show you how. The affiliate income formula. Affiliate marketing works on a simple equation: traffic X, conversion rate X commission, or income. Let's break that down. Traffic. How many people see your recommendation? Conversion rate. What percentage of those people buy? Commission. How much you earn per sale. Simple example. 1,000 people see your recommendation, 2% buy. That's 20 sales. You earn $30. Commission per sale. Total income. $600. The beautiful part? You can increase any of those 3 variables to increase income. More traffic, better conversion, or higher commissions. All roads lead to more money. The 3 affiliate income models. Model 1, audience-based affiliates. You build an audience from Chapter 4 and recommend products to them through content, emails, or social media posts. This is the most scalable model but requires building an audience first. Once you have 1,000+ email subscribers or 5,000+ social followers, this becomes your highest income affiliate approach. Model 2. Content-based affiliates. You create content, blogs, YouTube videos, Pinterest pins that ranks in search engines and includes affiliate links. This is slower to build but incredibly passive. You write one blog post or create one video. It ranks on Google and it generates affiliate income for years. Model 3. Community-based affiliates. You participate in existing communities, Facebook groups, Reddit, forums, Discord servers, and naturally recommend products when relevant. This is the fastest way to start earning because you're using other people's audiences, but it's limited in scale and requires authenticity. You can't just spam links. Most people start with Model 3, add Model 2 as they create content, and scale with Model 1 once they have an audience. Rachel's $400 monthly affiliate income. Rachel works in graphic design making $58,000. She started affiliate marketing 18 months ago with 0 audience and 0 experience. Month 1-3. She joined 10 Facebook groups for freelance designers and started genuinely participating. When people asked for tool recommendations, she'd share her honest opinions and include affiliate links. She made $87 the first 3 months. Month 4-8. She started a simple blog writing reviews and tutorials for design tools she used. Nothing fancy, just honest, helpful content. By month 8, she had 20 blog posts published. They were starting to rank on Google. She was making $280 $350 month. Month 9-14, she started an email list with a free design resource as her opt-in. She sent 1 email per week sharing design tips and recommending tools. Her list grew to 600 people. Her affiliate income jumped to $650 month. Month 15-18, Her blog posts continued ranking higher. Her email list hit 1,200. She added a YouTube channel with tool reviews. She was now consistently making 200, 600 a month. Total time investment, 6-8 hours per week across all platforms. Rachel didn't do anything revolutionary. She just consistently shared honest recommendations across multiple channels. The compound effect did the rest. The 5 high-converting affiliate categories. Not all affiliate programs are created equal. Some pay 3% commissions, some pay 50%, some products convert at 0.5%, others at 15%. You want to focus on affiliate categories that have 3 characteristics: recurring commissions or high one-time payouts. Products people actively search for. Products you genuinely use and can authentically recommend. Category 1, software and tools, commission 20-50%, often recurring. Project management tools, email marketing platforms, design software, productivity apps, hosting services. Why it works. People are always searching for better tools. Commissions are high. Many pay you monthly recurring income as long as the person stays subscribed. Example, recommend ConvertKit, email marketing tool. Earn 30% recurring commission. If someone signs up for the 29-month plan, you earn $870 a month forever. Get 50 people to sign up. That's $435 a month in recurring income from one tool. Category 2, online education. Commission 30-50%. Courses, training programs, certifications, coaching programs. Why it works. High ticket prices, $102,000 plus, mean large commissions per sale. People investing in education are motivated buyers. Example, promote a $497 online course with 40% commission. Each sale nets you $190. Make 10 sales per month. That's $1,980. Category 3, financial products. Commission $5,300 per sign-up. Credit cards, bank accounts, investment platforms, insurance. Why it works. Financial companies pay enormous acquisition costs. A single credit card sign-up can pay you $100, $250. Example, recommend a travel credit card with a $150 sign-up bonus for you. If 10 people per month sign up, that's $1,500 a month. Category 4, Amazon Associates. Commission 1 to 10%. Physical products on Amazon. Lower commissions but massive product selection. Why it works. Everyone buys from Amazon. Trust is built in. Easy to recommend products you actually use. Example, you write a blog post, the 15 essential tools for home organization. You link to each product on Amazon. Post gets 2,000 views, month, 5% click-through and buy. That's 100 purchases averaging $40 each with 4% commission. That's $160 a month from one blog post. Category 5, web hosting and domain. Commission, $50-200 per sign-up. Website hosting, domain registration, website builders. Why it works. Everyone starting a business needs hosting. High commission payouts, long customer lifetime value. Example, promote a hosting company paying $100 per sign-up. Create a tutorial how to start a blog in 2025. Get 50 sign-ups per month. That's $5,000 a month from one piece of content. The content to commission system. Here's your step-by-step system for building affiliate income from zero. Week 1. Choose your niche and products. Pick a niche you have credibility in. Your profession, a hobby you're serious about, a problem you've solved. Make a list of every product, tool, or service you use related to that niche. We're talking 20-30 items minimum. Research which ones have affiliate programs. Google product name affiliate program. Most do. Sign up for 5 to 10 affiliate programs for products you genuinely love and use. Week 2. Create your foundation content. Write 3 to 5 foundational pieces of content, a comprehensive guide to getting started in your niche. A. Best tools for your niche. Post a comparison post, X versus Y, which is better. A tutorial solving a specific problem, a personal story of transformation with tools that helped. Each piece should naturally incorporate 3-5 affiliate links where relevant. You're not selling, you're recommending within helpful content. Publish these on a blog, Medium, YouTube, or LinkedIn. Pick one platform and go deep. Week 3. Distribution and community. Share your content in 10-15 relevant communities. Again, you're providing value first, promoting second. Engage authentically in those communities. Answer questions. Help people. When your content or recommended products are relevant, share them. Week 4. Email list launch. Create a free resource related to your niche, template checklist guide. Offer it in exchange for email addresses. Send 1 email per week sharing helpful tips and naturally recommending products. Even with 50 email subscribers, you'll start generating affiliate sales. Months 2 and beyond. Compound content create. 2 did for 4 new pieces of content per month. Each one targets a specific problem or question people are searching for. Over time, you build a library of 20, 40, 100 pieces of content, all working for you 24/7, all generating affiliate income. The content you create in month 2 will still be earning you money in year 3. That's the power of this model. The conversion boosters. Most people include affiliate links and wonder why nobody buys. Here's how you dramatically increase your conversion rate. Booster 1. Use it yourself. Only recommend products you personally use. Your authentic enthusiasm is your best sales tool. When you say, "I use this daily and it changed my workflow," people believe you. Booster 2. Show, don't tell. Don't just say, "This is a great tool." Show it in action. Screenshots, video demos, specific examples of how you use it. Proof beats claims every time. Booster 3. Address objections. Every product has downsides. Acknowledge them honestly. The only downside is the learning curve. But here's how I overcame that. This builds trust and actually increases conversions. Booster 4. Create urgency when legitimate. If there's a real sale or limited time offer, mention it. This course is 40% off until Friday. But don't manufacture false urgency. That destroys trust. Booster 5. Bonuses. Offer something extra to people who buy through your link. A bonus guide, a 30-minute consultation, a template. This gives them a reason to use your link specifically. The income timeline. Let's be realistic. Month 1, $0, $50. You're building, you're learning, maybe a few small commissions. Months 2 to 3, $50, $200. You've got some content published, a few sales trickling in. Months 4, 6, $200, $500. Your content is starting to rank. You've got a small email list. Momentum is building. Month 7, 12, $500, $900. Now it's real. Multiple pieces of content generating income. Email list driving consistent. Sales. Months 13 to 18, $900, $1,500. The compound effect is kicking in. Old content still generates income while new content adds more. Months 19, 24, $1,500, $200, you've hit critical mass. You're now making more per hour from affiliate income than from your job. The biggest mistakes to avoid mistake. 1. Promoting junk you don't use. The fastest way to destroy your credibility is recommending products you haven't actually used. Don't do it, ever. Mistake 2. Being too salesy. Your content should be 90% helpful, 10% promotional. Lead with value, follow with recommendation. Mistake. 3. Putting all eggs in one basket. Don't build your entire affiliate income on one product or one platform. Diversify products and traffic sources. Mistake 4. Not disclosing legally and ethically. You must disclose affiliate relationships. This post contains affiliate links, meaning I may earn a commission if you purchase through my link. Transparency builds trust. Mistake 5. Giving up too early. Affiliate income is slow at first. Month 3 feels like failure. Month 6 feels like progress. Month 12 feels like success. Don't quit at month 4, your 7-day kickstart. Here's what you're doing this week. Day 1. List 20 products, tools, services you use and love in your area of expertise. Day 2. Research which ones have affiliate programs. Sign up for 5 to 10. Day 3. Write your first piece of content, a comprehensive guide incorporating 3 to 5 affiliate recommendations. Day 4, publish that content and share it in 5 relevant communities. Day 5, create a simple free resource as your email opt-in. Set up email list. Day 6, outline your next 4 pieces of content. Day 7, review and refine. Commit to creating 2 to 4 pieces of content per month. By day 7, you've planted the seeds for $1,000 monthly affiliate income. It won't pay immediately, but in 6 months, you'll be glad you started today. This is your 4th income stream. Knowledge monetization, audience building, asset income, and now affiliate revenue. That's 4 engines running simultaneously. But we're not done. In the next chapter, we're talking about the stream that can scale fastest once you've got traction, the one that turns your expertise into premium income without trading more time for money. Let's talk about leveraging your skills at scale. Chapter 7. Income Stream. Thugger 5. The Skill Leverage Model. High-impact income without more hours. There's a problem with the streams we've built so far. They're powerful, they're proven, they work, but they all take time to compound. Dividend portfolios need years. Real estate needs years. Audience building needs years. What if you need money now? What if you want to accelerate your escape from the 9 to 5? What if you need $2,000 extra this month to invest in that rental property or fund your course creation? That's where the skill leverage model comes in. This is the income stream that can generate serious money in 30 to 90 days. It's the bridge between where you are and where you're going. It's the cash injection that funds your other streams. And here's the best part. You already have the skills to do this. You're just not thinking about them correctly. The skill leverage revelation. Every single day at your job, you do things that other people would pay you good money to do. You write emails that get responses. You create presentations that persuade. You analyze data that drives decisions. You manage projects that finish on time. You design things that look professional. You code solutions that work. These aren't just job duties. These are marketable skills that small businesses, startups, and entrepreneurs desperately need but can't afford to hire full-time. They'll pay you $50, $150 per hour to do exactly what you're doing at your job for $25 to $40 per hour. Let that sink in. You can make more money in your spare time than you make at your actual job, doing the same work. Marcus's 3,200 monthly consulting stream. Marcus works in marketing, making $68,000, about $35 an hour. His job involves SEO, content strategy, and analytics. One day, a friend who runs a small e-commerce business asked, "Can you look at my website and tell me why I'm not getting traffic?" Marcus spent 90 minutes reviewing the site, identified 6 major issues, and outlined a fix-it plan. His friend said, "How much do I owe you?" Marcus said, "Nothing, we're friends." His friend insisted and paid him $150. That moment changed everything for Marcus. He realized he could charge $100 an hour for the same skills he was selling to his employer for $35 an hour. Within a month, Marcus landed 2 retainer clients, a local law firm needing SEO help, $800 a month for 8 hours of work, and a startup needing content strategy, $200 a month for 10 hours of work. That's $2,000 a month, $24,000 annually, for 18 hours of work monthly. That's $111 per hour. Within 6 months, he had 4 retainer clients generating $3,200 a month. He worked 22 hours per month outside his day job. That's 5 to 6 hours per week, 2 evenings or 1 Saturday. He was making $38,400 annually on the side. That's 56% of his full-time salary for 15% of his full-time hours. That's skill leverage. The 5 most lucrative freelance skills. You don't need rare, specialized expertise to make this work. You just need one of these 5 broad skill categories that nearly every business needs. Skill. 1. Digital marketing SEO, Google Ads, Facebook ads, email marketing, social media management, content strategy. Market rate, $50 by $150 hour or $803 a month retainers. Why it pays well. Businesses can directly track ROI. If your work generates $10,000 in sales, paying you $2,500 is a no-brainer. Skill. 2. Content creation, writing, video editing, graphic design, copywriting, podcast production. Market rate, 40, 120 hour or project-based, 500, 3,000 per project. Why it pays well. Content is how businesses attract customers. Most business owners can't create quality content themselves and know it's essential. Skill 3. Web development and design building websites, e-commerce stores, landing pages, web apps. Market rate, 6,200 hour or 2,000, 15,000 per project. Why it pays well. Technical skills are rare. Websites are essential. Price is justifiable by the revenue they generate. Skill. 4. Data analysis and automation. Excel, Google Sheets wizardry, data visualization, business intelligence, process automation, CRM setup. Market rate, 50, 150 hour or project-based, 1,000, 5,000. Why it pays well. Businesses sit on data they can't use. Someone who can turn data into actionable insights is invaluable. Skill. 5. Project and operations management, managing teams, organizing systems, improving processes, implementing tools. Market rate, 60, 120 hour or butter 500 force month retainers. Why it pays well. Small businesses are chaotic. Someone who can bring order and increase efficiency is worth their weight in gold. Which of these do you already do at your job? That's your leverage point. The package and price strategy. Here's where most people mess up. They try to sell hours. I'll do SEO for you for 50 hour. That's employee thinking. You're still trading time for money, just at a higher rate. Instead, you sell outcomes in packages. I'll increase your organic website traffic by 40% over 3 months for $3,600. Same work, same hours, but you're selling results instead of time. And you can charge more because the value is clear. How to package your skills. Package option 1, the starter package. Perfect for landing your first few clients fast. Example, marketing, website audit and action plan, $497. Comprehensive SEO and user experience audit, prioritized list of fixes, 30-minute strategy call, actual work, 4 to 6 hours, your effective rate, 80, 125 hour. You're selling a quick win that demonstrates value and often leads to ongoing work. Package option 2, the retainer. This is where the real money is, predictable monthly income for ongoing work. Example, content creation, monthly content package, Fani 200 month. 4 blog posts, 8 social media graphics, 1 email newsletter. Actual work, 12, 15 hours month, your effective rate. 80, 100 hour retainers give you stable income. 3 retainer clients at 1 a month, a steer 36 month guaranteed. Package option. 3. The project one-time, larger projects with bigger payouts. Example, web development, professional business website, 4,500, 5-page custom website, mobile responsive SEO, optimized 30 days of post-launch support, actual work, 25, 35 hours. Your effective rate, 128, 180-hour projects are great for cash injections, but don't provide ongoing income unless you consistently land new projects. The ideal mix, 2 to 3 retainer clients for stable income, plus occasional projects for bigger paydays. The client acquisition system. Getting clients is the part everyone stresses about. It's actually easier than you think if you follow this system. Phase 1. Warm outreach, week 1 to 2. Make a list of 50 people you know, current and former coworkers, friends and family, college alumni, LinkedIn connections, people in your hobbies or communities. Send them a personalized message. Hey name, I'm taking on a few consulting clients to help businesses with your skill. Do you know anyone who might benefit? I'm especially good at specific result. You're not asking them to hire you. You're asking for referrals. It's way less awkward. Target 5 to 10 conversations, 1-2 potential clients. Phase 2. Community positioning, week 2 to 4. Join 5 to 10 online communities where your target clients hang out. Facebook groups for small business owners, subreddits for entrepreneurs, LinkedIn groups for your target industry, local business networking groups. Spend 2 weeks just helping people. Answer questions, provide value, don't pitch. Then, when relevant, mention, I actually help businesses with this. Happy to chat if you want to dive deeper. Target 3 to 5 serious conversations, 1-2 clients. Phase 3, direct outreach, week 3-6. Find 20 businesses that clearly need your service, websites that are broken or poorly designed, businesses with no social media presence, companies ranked low on Google for relevant keywords, startups in growth phase needing your skill. Send them a personalized email. Hey, name, I came across their business and noticed specific problem. I've helped companies like, example, solve this by specific result. Would you be open to a quick 15-minute call to discuss? You're leading with value, you identified their problem, and offering help, not pitching. Target, 10 responses, 3 talked or 5 conversations, 1-3 clients. Phase 4, content demonstration, ongoing. Create 1-2 pieces of content per week showcasing your expertise, LinkedIn posts sharing insights from your work, YouTube videos teaching aspects of your skill, blog posts solving common problems, case studies of results you've achieved. This builds credibility and attracts inbound leads over time. Within 6 to 8 weeks of running this system, you should have 2 to 5 clients generating $4,000 a month. The scaling strategy. Once you've got a few clients and you're making $2,000, $3,000 a month, you've got a choice. Option A, keep it at this level. Maintain 2 to 4 clients, work 15-20 hours a month, make $2,000, $4,000 a month. This is enough to fund your other income streams and provide financial breathing room. Option B, scale up, raise your rates, add more clients, eventually hire help. Turn this into a real business making $10,000 a month. Most people in the income stacking model choose option A. They don't want to build a huge consulting business. They want a reliable stream that generates serious cash without consuming their life. But you've got the option to scale if you want. Elisa's choice. Elisa built her freelance writing business to $42 a month with 5 retainer clients. She worked about 25 hours per month outside her full-time job. She had a decision to make: scale the business or keep it at this level and invest in other streams. She chose to keep it at this level. Why? Because $42 a month was enough to max out her Roth IRA, $500 a month, save for real estate down payment, $1,500 a month, invest in dividend stocks, $1,000 a month, build her course business, $700 a month, have fun money, $500 a month. She realized that trying to build a $10,000 a month freelance business would require 40 to 50 hours per month and would prevent her from building the passive streams she actually wanted. So she stabilized her freelance income at $4,000 to $500 a month and used that cash flow to accelerate her other streams. 2 years later, she had $32,000 in dividend-paying stocks, a rental property generating $450 a month cash flow, a course making $1,800 month freelance income at $40,300 month, total monthly income outside her job, $60,450. At that point, she quit her $72,000 job and went full-time on her own terms. That's the power of keeping your skill-based income at a manageable level and using it to fund streams that don't require your time. Time management reality. Let's address the elephant in the room. I don't have time for this. Yes, you do. Here's the math. Most people spend 20-30 hours per week on scrolling social media, watching TV, Netflix, random internet browsing activities that provide zero value to their future. I'm not saying give up all leisure. I'm saying reallocate 15 hours per week for 12 months to build something that gives you freedom forever. 15 hours per week is 2 hours Monday through Friday after work, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., 5 hours on Saturday, that's enough to service 3 to 4 freelance clients, 8-12 hours, create content for your audience, 3 hours, work on your digital product or course, 2-3 hours. Within 12 months of that schedule, you'll have multiple income streams generating $3,000 and $5,000 a month. At that point, you can reduce your work schedule or quit entirely if you want. The question isn't, do I have time? The question is this important enough to make time? Your Week 1 Action Plan. 2. Identify which of the 5 skill categories you can offer. Write down everything you do at your job that could be valuable to others. Day 2, create 2 to 3 service packages with clear deliverables and pricing. Day 3, make your list of 50 people for warm outreach. Day 4 to 5, send 25 outreach messages. Day 6, join 5 online communities where potential clients hang out. Day 7, Create your first piece of content demonstrating your expertise: LinkedIn post, video, blog. That's all it takes to start. By week 3, you'll have your first client conversation. By week 8, you'll have your first 1,000 month. That's your 5th income stream. And it's the one that accelerates everything else because it gives you significant cash flow fast. Now let's talk about the thing nobody wants to hear, but everyone needs to understand. What happens when this all goes wrong and how to protect yourself. Chapter 8. The Failure-Proof Framework. What to do when streams dry up. Let me tell you about the worst year of my income stacking journey. I had 5 streams humming along nicely. Total monthly income, $4,800 outside my day job. I felt invincible. I was thinking about quitting. Then, in the span of 4 months, my biggest freelance client went out of business. 1 in 200 month an algorithm update tanked my affiliate blog traffic. 600 month, my rental property needed a 3,800 roof repair. Temporary cash flow wipeout. A course I launched flopped completely. Wasted 2 months of work. I went from feeling like a financial genius to feeling like an idiot who didn't know what he was doing. But here's what happened. My income dropped from $4,800 to $3,000, not to zero, to $3,000. My other streams kept flowing. I still had freelance income from 2 other clients. My dividend stocks kept paying. My audience kept growing. My other courses kept selling. I didn't panic. I didn't spiral. I just adjusted, rebuilt, and within 6 months, I was back to $4,000 a month. That's the power of multiple streams. And that's what this chapter is about, building resilience into your income so that when things go wrong, and they will, you don't go back to square one. The 3 income killers. There are 3 ways an income stream can fail. If you understand these and plan for them, you're nearly failure-proof. Income killer. 1. Platform dependency. This is when your entire income depends on one platform you don't control. Examples: all your affiliate income comes from one blog that relies on Google traffic. All your freelance clients come from Upwork and they change their fee structure. Your YouTube channel gets demonetized. Amazon changes their affiliate commission structure. This actually happened. Many people lost 50% plus overnight. The fix: diversify platforms within each stream. Your affiliate income should come from multiple traffic sources: your blog, your email list, your YouTube channel, social media. Your freelance clients should come from multiple sources: referrals, direct outreach, content marketing, networking. Never let one platform control your livelihood. Income killer. 2. Skill obsolescence. This is when the skill you're monetizing becomes less valuable or outdated. Examples: you're a Facebook ads expert and Facebook ad performance creators. You teach a software that gets discontinued. Your technical skill gets automated by AI. Market demand shifts away from your expertise. The fix: continuous learning and adaptable positioning. Don't position yourself as the Facebook ads guy. Position yourself as the customer acquisition expert who specializes in paid social. Don't teach a specific tool. Teach the underlying principle and adapt to new tools. Stay current in your field. Invest 3 to 5 hours monthly learning new developments. Income killer. 3. Market saturation. This is when too many people enter your space and competition drives down prices or demand. Examples: your niche gets flooded with courses and yours stops selling. Your freelance service becomes commoditized and rates drop. Your rental market softens and you can't find tenants. The fix: differentiation and premium positioning. Don't compete on price. Compete on results, specialization, or unique approach. Instead of social media management, offer social media management for medical practices. Instead of budget course, offer zero to wealthy budget system for single parents. Specificity is protection against saturation. The resilience framework. Here's how you build a failure-proof income stack. Rule 1. Mix active and passive streams. You should have at least 2 streams that require your active time: freelancing, coaching, consulting, and at least 2 that are passive or semi-passive: affiliate, digital products, dividends, real estate. Why? If you lose motivation or get busy, your passive streams keep paying. If your passive streams dip, you can increase active work temporarily. Rule 2. Mix fast and slow money. You need streams that pay you this month, freelancing, active streams, and streams that compound over time, real estate, dividend investing, audience building. Fast money funds your life now and lets you invest in slow money. Slow money becomes your long-term wealth and freedom. Rule 3. Geographic and economic diversification. Your income shouldn't all depend on one economy or one geographic region. If all your freelance clients are in one industry and that industry crashes, you're in trouble. If all your income depends on the U.S. economy and we hit a recession, you're vulnerable. Digital products sell globally. Real estate is local, but you can own property in different markets. Stocks are international. Spread your risk. Rule 4. The 40-30-30 model. This is the ideal income distribution once you're established. 40% from your most reliable, stable stream, often the day job initially, then transitions to passive income. 30% from your second strongest stream, 30% from 2 to 3 smaller streams. This way, if you lose your biggest stream, you're still at 60% of income. Manageable, you can rebuild without crisis. Rule 5. The 6-month runway. Always maintain 6 months of expenses in easily accessible cash, separate from your investment accounts. This isn't your emergency fund for car repairs. This is your everything went wrong fund. If multiple streams fail simultaneously, you've got 6 months to rebuild without panic. That's the difference between making smart decisions and desperate decisions. Recovery protocols when a stream fails. When a stream dies or significantly decreases, here's your action plan. Week 1. Assess and accept. Don't panic. Don't make rash decisions. Assess the damage objectively. How much income did you lose? Is it temporary or permanent? What are your remaining income sources? Do you have enough runway to rebuild? Accept the reality without emotion. This isn't a reflection of your worth. It's just business. Week 2. Stabilize focus on your remaining streams. Can you increase output on any of them temporarily? Can you add one more freelance client? Can you push harder on product sales? Can you monetize your audience more aggressively? Your goal: stabilize at a sustainable income level, even if it's lower than before. Weeks 3 to 4. Strategic pivot. Now you decide, rebuild the failed stream or replace it with something better. Sometimes a failure is a gift. It forces you to stop doing something that wasn't really working anyway and try something better. Ask yourself, was that stream profitable relative to time invested? Did I even enjoy that work? Is there something else I should try instead? Months. 2 to 3. Rebuild. Execute your rebuild or replacement plan with focused intensity. If you're rebuilding the same stream, what do you do differently this time? If you're trying something new, what did you learn from the failure? Track progress weekly. Adjust quickly if something isn't working. Nathan's platform collapse story. Nathan had built a successful affiliate income stream around tech product reviews. His YouTube channel had 18,000 subscribers and was generating $2,200 a month in affiliate commissions and ad revenue. Then, YouTube changed their monetization requirements, and he got demonetized due to a technicality. His ad revenue stopped immediately. His affiliate income dropped 60% because his video visibility plummeted. He went from $2,200 a month to $650 a month overnight. Week 1, he assessed. He had 4 other income streams still generating $3,400 a month total. He wasn't in crisis. He had breathing room. Week 2, he stabilized by taking on 2 additional freelance clients, temporarily adding $600 a month. Week 3, he pivoted. Instead of fighting YouTube's system, he decided to transition his audience to email and build a tech review blog with better SEO. Months 2 to 6, he rebuilt. He created 30 comprehensive blog posts, grew his email list from 400 to 2,800, and diversified his affiliate traffic sources. By month 7, his affiliate income was back to $2,000 a month, now from his blog and email list, not dependent on YouTube. He kept his YouTube channel but treated it as a supplementary traffic source, not the foundation. A potential disaster became an opportunity to build a more resilient business. The psychology of failure. Here's what nobody tells you. Streams will fail, products will flop, markets will shift. The difference between people who succeed long-term and people who give up is simple. Successful people expect failure and have a plan for it. When you're emotionally prepared for income fluctuations, they don't destroy you. You just adapt. The mindset shift you need. You're not building a perfect system. You're building an adaptable organism that evolves. Your income stack in year 1 won't look like year 3. Streams will come and go. You'll experiment, fail, learn, and optimize. That's not a flaw in the system. That's the system working exactly as it should. The anti-fragile income stack. The goal isn't just to protect against failure. It's to build a system that gets stronger from stress. When one stream fails and you successfully rebuild, you've learned something valuable. You've proven to yourself that you can recover. You've developed new skills. That's anti-fragility. Each challenge makes you more capable, more resilient, more confident. 3 years into income stacking, most people are virtually unstoppable. They've failed and recovered enough times that nothing scares them anymore. They know they can rebuild income streams. They trust their ability to adapt. They've developed the pattern recognition to see opportunities others miss. That confidence is worth more than any single income stream. Your safety net checklist. Here's what you should have in place. Income from at least 3 different sources. At least one stream that's fully passive, 6 months of expenses and cash reserves, diversified traffic client sources for each stream, skills that are adaptable across industries. A network of people who can refer clients or opportunities. Written documentation of how each stream works so you can rebuild it. Quarterly income reviews to catch declining streams early. If you've got these, you're failure-proof. Not because nothing will go wrong, but because you can handle it when it does. Next chapter, we're talking about the timeline question everyone asks. How long until I can quit my job? The answer is more nuanced than you think, and quitting might not even be the goal. Let's talk about the exit strategy. Chapter 9. The exit strategy. When and how to leave your job. Here's the question I get more than any other. How much income do I need before I can quit my job? And here's the answer nobody wants to hear. Quitting your job might be the wrong goal. I know that sounds crazy. This whole book is about escaping the 9 to 5, right? But stay with me, because understanding the nuance here will save you from making a massive mistake. There are actually 3 levels of financial freedom, and most people confuse them. Level 1. Optional employment. You have enough outside income that you could survive without your job if necessary. You work because it's convenient or strategic, not because you're desperate. Level 2. Selective employment. You have enough income that you can quit your current job and be selective about your next move. You can take lower-paying work you actually enjoy, negotiate better terms, or take time off without financial crisis. Level 3. Full independence. You have enough passive income to cover your lifestyle indefinitely. You work only on projects you find fulfilling, or you don't work at all. Most people should aim for level 1 or 2. Level 3 is great, but it's not necessary for freedom. Let me explain why. The strategic value of staying employed. Alicia had built her income streams to $4,200 a month outside her $78,000 job. Her monthly expenses were $3,800. She came to me excited. I can quit. My side income covers my expenses. I told her she was making a mistake. Here's why. Her $78,000 job came with health insurance, worth $800 a month, 401k match, worth $325 a month, paid vacation, worth $500 a month, stability and predictability. The real value of her job wasn't $78,000. It was closer to $100,000 when you included benefits. More importantly, her job gave her cash flow to aggressively invest in assets. Professional credibility that helped her freelance business learning opportunities that improved her skills. Financial security while her side streams continued growing. I suggested she stay for 18 more months while using her job income to max out her 401k, 22,500 year in tax-advantaged investing, save $40,000 for a rental property down payment, build her side income from $4,200 to $6,500 a month, create 12 months of expenses in cash reserves. She followed the advice. 18 months later, she quit with $6,800 a month in side income, a rental property generating $550 month cash flow, $60,000 in retirement accounts, $45,000 in cash reserves. A dividend portfolio producing a $180 month. She left from a position of overwhelming strength instead of barely scraping by. That's strategic employment. The 3-stage exit. If your goal is to eventually leave employment entirely, here's the smart progression. Stage 1. Build to freedom number, 12 to 18 months. Your freedom number is your monthly expenses, x 1.2. If your expenses are $4,000 a month, your freedom number is $4,800. Your goal. Build outside income streams to hit this number consistently for 3 consecutive months. During this stage, you keep your job and use the income to aggressively save at least 30% of income, invest in income-producing assets, build cash reserves, goal, 12 months of expenses, improve and stabilize your side income streams. Stage 2, reduce dependence, 6 to 12 months. Once you hit your freedom number consistently, you have options. Option A, negotiate reduced hours or remote work at your current job. Option B, switch to a lower stress, lower paying job in a field you enjoy. Option C, take a sabbatical or extended leave. Option D, stay full-time but shift your relationship to the work. You're choosing to stay, not trapped. During this stage, you continue building. Your goal. Reach 150% of your freedom number, so $7,200 a month if your freedom number is $4,800. Why 150%? Because side income fluctuates. Some months are great, others are slow. You want enough buffer that slow months don't stress you. Stage 3. Full exit when ready. You leave employment when your outside income has been at 150% plus of your freedom number for 6 consecutive months. You have 12 to 18 months of expenses in cash reserves. Your income streams are diversified, not dependent on one client platform or source. You have a plan for health insurance and other benefits. You're emotionally ready for the psychological shift. Notice that financial readiness isn't enough. You also need systems, diversification, and emotional preparation. The numbers framework. Let's get specific. Here's the income progression most people should target. Months, 1 to 6, side income goal, 800-500 month primary focus, building foundation of first 2 to 3 streams. Action, stay in job, save aggressively, invest in stream development. Months, 7 to 12, side income goal, 800-2,500 month primary focus, optimizing existing streams, adding 1-2 more action. Stay in job, start investing in assets, real estate dividends. Months, 13 to 18, side income goal, 3,000-4,000 month primary focus, scaling profitable streams, cutting losers. Action, consider negotiating flexibility at work, build cash reserves to 6+ months, 19 to 24. Side income goal, 4,500-6,000 month primary focus, stabilizing and systematizing all streams. Action, seriously evaluate exit options, build reserves to 12 months, 25 to 30. Side income goal, 6,000-8,000 month primary focus, proving consistency, diversifying further. Action, make exit decision based on readiness checklist. This timeline assumes you're working consistently. 15-20 hours per week on side streams, and making smart choices. Some people move faster, some slower. Don't compare, just progress. The exit readiness checklist. Before you quit, honestly assess these. Financial readiness. Unearned side income is 150% plus of expenses for 6+ consecutive months. 12 to 18 months of expenses in cash reserves, where income from at least 3 different streams. For at least one stream is truly passive. Health insurance plan secured. Retirement savings on track. Business readiness. Documented systems for maintaining each income stream. Backup plans if primary stream fails. A growth plan for increasing income post-exit. Professional network established. Key skills: current and marketable psychological readiness, very comfortable with income variability, support from spouse, family if applicable. Clear vision of what you'll do with freedom. Understand that being self-employed has different stresses. Emotionally prepared for identity shift. If you can't check most of these boxes, you're not ready. That's okay. Keep building. The part-time forever model. Here's an option most people don't consider. Maybe you never fully quit. Maybe you find a part-time job, 20-25 hours a week, that you genuinely enjoy. Keep your income streams going and live a hybrid life. This gives you stable baseline income, social interaction, and structure. Continued skill development, lower stress than full-time employment, freedom to work on your own projects. Some of the happiest people I know work 20-hour-per-week jobs they like and run side businesses generating $2,000 in money. They have both security and freedom. There's no rule that says you have to be either fully employed or fully self-employed. The hybrid model might actually be ideal. Brandon's hybrid life. Brandon spent 3 years building his income streams while working full-time in finance. He got to $5,800 a month in side income, enough to quit. Instead, he negotiated with his employer to go part-time, 3 days per week, $45,000 a year. His weekly schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Job, 24 hours or a week at $45,000 a year. Tuesday, Thursday, side business maintenance and growth, 12 hours week earning $5,800 a month. Weekends, family and personal time, annual income, part-time job, $45,000 side streams, $69,600 total, $126,600. He worked 36 hours per week total compared to 50 plus when he was full-time corporate. He made more money than he ever had. He had every weekend completely free. He had health care through his employer, and he wasn't stressed about income variability because he had that stable baseline. That's not failure to escape. That's designing the ideal life. What actually happens after you quit? Let me be honest about what leaving employment feels like, because it's not all beach sunsets and laptop freedom. Month 1, euphoria. You're free. You're in control. You're living the dream. Months. 2-3, disorientation. Wait, what do I do with all this time? Why don't I feel as productive? Why am I lonely? Months. 4-6, adjustment. You develop new routines. You figure out how to structure unstructured time. You build a new rhythm. Months. 7-12, integration. This is your new normal. You've adapted. You're productive. You've found your groove. Most people who quit and return to employment do so in months 2-6. They didn't prepare for the psychological adjustment of self-employment. It's not about the money, it's about the identity shift, the loss of structure, the need for self-discipline. That's why I emphasize readiness beyond just financial readiness. If you're not psychologically prepared, you'll sabotage yourself even if the money is there. The reverse exit. When going back is smart. Sometimes the smartest move is to go back to employment after a period of self-employment. This isn't failure. This is strategic adaptation. Maybe you realize you hate the isolation of working alone. Maybe a great opportunity comes along that accelerates your wealth building. Maybe market conditions shift and employment becomes more attractive temporarily. I know successful entrepreneurs who took high-paying jobs for 2 years to rapidly build capital, then left again with $200,000 saved. Never let ego prevent you from making smart moves. The goal is freedom and wealth, not proving you can stay self-employed forever. Your decision framework. Here's how to decide if you're ready to exit. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Question 1. If all my side income disappeared tomorrow, would I be financially okay for at least 12 months? If no, you're not ready. Build more reserves. Question 2. Am I excited about what I'll do with freedom, or am I just running away from my current job? If you're running away, fix your employment situation first. New job, new role, different company. Quitting won't solve the underlying issue. Question 3. Do I have the discipline to work without external structure and deadlines? If you're not sure, Test it. Take a month off, vacation or sabbatical, and see if you can maintain productivity without a boss. If you can't, employment might actually be better for you. The right answers here matter more than the income numbers. Your next 30 days. If you're thinking about exiting, days 1, 10. Complete the exit readiness checklist honestly. Identify gaps. Days 11 to 20. Calculate exactly what you need. Run scenarios. What if income drops 30%? What if you face unexpected expenses? Days 21 to 30. Have conversations. Talk to people who've made the transition. Talk to your spouse, family. Get perspective beyond your own head. Then make a decision. Stay and build. Negotiate hybrid or exit. Whatever you choose, choose strategically, not emotionally, not impulsively. Your future self will thank you. In the final chapter, we're going to talk about what happens after you hit freedom, how to protect it, grow it, and use it to build real wealth that lasts. This is where it all comes together. Closing. The Freedom Timeline. Your next 90 days and beyond. We've covered a lot. 8 chapters, 5 income streams, frameworks, strategies, and real examples. If you're feeling overwhelmed right now, that's normal. You're looking at a blueprint for completely transforming your financial life. And your brain is probably screaming, "This is too much. Where do I even start?" So let me make this incredibly simple. You're not going to build all 5 streams simultaneously. You're going to build them strategically, one at a time, over the next 18 to 24 months. Here's your exact roadmap, not theory, not concepts, your actual action plan for the next 90 days and beyond. Your first 90 days, the foundation. You have one goal: launch income stream number 1, knowledge profit engine, and begin building income stream number 2, audience asset. That's it. Nothing else matters yet. Days 1-7. The knowledge audit. Grab a notebook. You're going to brain dump everything you know how to do. Skills from your job. Hobbies you're good at, problems you've solved, things people ask you for help with, topics you could teach. Write down. 20 to 30 items. Don't filter, just dump. By day 7, you're picking one. Just one. The one that intersects. Something you know well, something people struggle with, something people will pay to solve. Days 8 to 30, build and validate week 2. Create your simple landing page describing your first knowledge product. 1 page. Price, $47.97. Week 3, share that page with 50 people, your network, relevant communities, cold outreach. Get feedback, get pre-orders. Week 4, if you got 5+ people interested, you've got validation. Start creating your product. If not, iterate on the idea or try a different topic. By day 30, you either have validation and are creating your product, or you've learned what doesn't work and you're trying something different. Days 31 to 60, launch and build audience. Week 5, finish your minimum viable product. 6-10 video lessons or comprehensive guide. It doesn't need to be perfect. Week 6, launch to your small list and network. Goal, 10-20 sales. Weeks 7-8, start your audience building. Pick your platform, YouTube, blog, or LinkedIn. Publish your first 4-6 pieces of content. Set up your email opt-in. By day 60, you've made your first $1,500 from your knowledge product, and you've published 4 to 6 pieces of content starting your audience foundation. Days 61, 90. Systematize and scale. Month 3, set up your evergreen email funnel for your knowledge product. Continue creating 2 to 4 pieces of content per week for your audience. Join communities and start engaging. Goal by day 90. Knowledge product making 500-200 month email list of 50-200 people. Content library of 12 to 20 pieces. Clear publishing rhythm established. At this point, you've proven you can create income outside your job. That alone changes your psychology. You've broken the mental trap of employment dependency. Months 4 to 6, add income stream. Number 3. Now you're adding affiliate income and beginning research on asset-based income. Month 4, sign up for 5 to 10 affiliate programs for products you use. Incorporate affiliate links into your content naturally. Set a goal, $100 in affiliate income this month. 5. Create 2 to 3 pieces of content specifically designed to drive affiliate sales, comparison posts, tool roundups, tutorials. Goal, $200, $300 in affiliate income month. 6. Begin seriously researching asset income options. If you have 5,000 plus saved, research real estate options, REITs, or automated business systems. If you have less, focus on starting your dividend investment strategy. Goal, $400 and $600 in affiliate income, end of month. 6. Total income, knowledge product, $800, $1,500 month affiliate, $400, $600 month total, you do 100 to the 100 months. 7 to 12. Add income stream number 4 and scale months. 7, 9. Launch skill-based freelancing. Create your service packages, warm outreach to 50 people, community positioning. Goal, land 2 to 3 clients generating 1 of 500 to 500 months. 10, 12. Make first asset investment real estate. Make offer on first property or invest in rates dividends. Invest $5,000 or $10,000 in dividend ETFs. Automated business. Buy first vending machines or start Amazon FBA. Goal, get first asset in place, even if income is minimal. Initially, end of month 12, total income, knowledge product, 1,000, 1,800 month audience, it's free affiliate, 600, 900 month freelancing, 800 to 800 month assets, 50, 200 month, just starting. Total, 3,155 of 700 month, you've quadrupled your income in 1 year. Months, 13, 18, optimize and systematize. You're not adding new streams yet. You're making what you have more efficient and more profitable. Optimize your knowledge product funnel to increase conversions. Scale your audience growth with consistent content. Raise your freelance rates or add 1 more retainer client. Add to your asset investments monthly. Goal, get total outside income to 5,000 month while reducing time investment to 20-25 hours week. Months, 19-24, strategic decisions. Now you're at a crossroads. You've got significant income outside your job. You have options. Option A, keep building toward full independence. Goal, 8,000, 10,000 month. Option B, negotiate part-time or remote work. Enjoy hybrid life. Option C, switch to lower stress job you enjoy. Maintain side income. Option D, stay full-time. Use massive cash flow to aggressively invest in assets. There's no right answer, just the right answer for you and your goals. The 5-year vision. Let me paint a picture of where this can take you. Year 1, you build 3-4 income streams. Total outside income, $3,500, $5,500 month. Still working full-time, but you've proven the model works. Year 2, you optimize and scale. Total outside income, $6,000, $8,000 month. You're approaching optional employment. You're saving aggressively. Year 3, you've made your exit decision. Maybe you quit, maybe you went part-time, maybe you stayed but negotiated better terms. Your income streams are generating $7,000 to $10,000 month. You own a rental property. You have $50,000 invested in dividend stocks. Year 4, your focus shifts from building streams to building wealth. Your streams generate $8,000, $12,000 month mostly passively. You're using that cash flow to acquire more assets, real estate portfolio growing, investment accounts growing. Year 5, you own 2 to 3 rental properties generating $500, $2,500 month combined. You have $100,000 in dividend investments generating $400, $600 month passively. Your digital products generate $2,000, $3,000 month on autopilot. You work maybe 15, 20 hours per week maintaining everything. Total monthly income, $10,000, $15,000. Total time investment, 60, 80 hours per month. Compare that to your job, $5,000, $6,000 month after taxes, 160 hours per month. You're making double the money in half the time, and you're in complete control. That's the 5-year transformation. It's real. It's achievable. I've watched dozens of people do exactly this. The compound effect of freedom. Here's what you can't fully understand until you experience it. Freedom compounds. When you're not spending 40 hours per week at a job you hate, you have energy for other things. You're more creative. You're more present with your family. You're healthier because you're not chronically stressed. That energy leads to better decisions, which lead to better opportunities, which lead to more wealth, which lead to more freedom. It's a virtuous cycle. Each year gets better than the last. Compare that to employment. Each year you're a little more burned out, a little more stuck, a little more aware that time is passing and you're not building anything that's yours. That's a vicious cycle. The question is, which cycle do you want to be in 5 years from now? Addressing your final objections. I know what you're thinking. I've heard every objection. Let me address them. I don't have time. Yes, you do. You have 168 hours per week. You probably spend 15 to 20 of those scrolling social media, watching TV you don't even enjoy, or doing other low-value activities. Reallocate 15 hours per week for 18 months. That's it. In 2 years, you'll either wish you'd started or you'll be living a completely different life. I don't have money to invest. You don't need much. Stream number 1, knowledge product, requires $0 capital. Stream number 2, audience, requires $0 in 20 months. Stream number 4, affiliate, requires $0. You can build 3 income streams with 0 capital. Use the income from those to fund your asset-based streams. I'm not an expert at anything. You don't need to be. You need to know more than the person one step behind you. If you've been doing your job for 3 years, you're an expert to someone who's been doing it for 3 months. What if I fail? You probably will. Some streams won't work. Some products will flop. That's part of the process. But here's the thing. Failure while building something is way better than success at staying stuck. If you try this and only 2 of your 5 streams work, you're still making $2,000, $3,000 a month outside your job. That's not failure. That's transformation. This sounds too good to be true. It's not easy. It requires work. It requires discipline. It requires learning new skills and being uncomfortable. But it's absolutely real. The strategies in this book aren't theoretical. They're proven by thousands of people who've done exactly this. The question isn't whether it's possible. The question is whether you're willing to do what's necessary. Your commitment device. Before you close this book, I want you to make a commitment, not to me, to yourself. Find a piece of paper or open a note on your phone. Write this. I commit to building at least 3 income streams over the next 18 months. I commit to investing 15 hours per week into this goal. I commit to not quitting when it gets hard. I commit to building freedom. Then, write today's date. In 18 months, you're going to look back at that note. You'll either be grateful you made that commitment, or you'll be regretful you didn't follow through. Choose gratefully. The final truth. You're not trapped. You think you are, but you're not. You're stuck in a mental prison that says the only way to make money is to trade hours for dollars. That's the lie. That's what keeps 90% of people stuck forever. But you know the truth now. You know there are multiple ways to generate income. You know that you can build assets that pay you repeatedly. You know that freedom is achievable. The only question left is, what are you going to do about it? You can close this book and go back to your comfortable misery, back to Sunday night dread, back to the alarm clock you hate, back to spending your entire life making someone else rich. Or you can start. Today. Right now. Not next month when things settle down. Not next year when you have more money. Not someday when conditions are perfect. Today. Pull out your phone or laptop. Spend the next 30 minutes brainstorming your knowledge product topics. Just start. Take the first step. Because here's what I've learned after 15 years of doing this and helping hundreds of people do the same. The people who succeed aren't smarter than everyone else. They're not more talented. They're not luckier. They're just the ones who actually started. They're the ones who stopped planning and started doing. They're the ones who pushed through the discomfort of being a beginner. They're the ones who kept going when the first few months sucked, and 2 years later, they're living a life that most people think is impossible. You can be one of those people. The life you want, the freedom, the flexibility, the control, the security, it's on the other side of action. The only way to get there is to start. So, start. Today. Right now. Your future self is waiting. Don't make them wait any longer.